Ngôi sao băng có lẽ là cụm từ chính xác nhất để miêu tả hình ảnh của Jimmy Kien với khán giả Việt Nam, khi anh đã rời xa sân chơi bóng rổ chuyên nghiệp ngay sau chiếc vô địch VBA 2016 cùng Đà Nẵng Dragons. Bởi vậy, người hâm mộ đã không khỏi bất ngờ khi chứng kiến vận động viên 34 tuổi khoác áo Next Level thi đấu tại VBC 2023 vừa qua.
In 2016, I got invited by, I think, Coach Anthony from Saigon Heat, and then he told me to try out for Da Nang Dragon. I met up with Coach Dante Hill. During that time, Coach Dante wanted me to play for Da Nang Dragon, so it was a great opportunity for me during that time because in Australia, I consider it as a rep player. A rep player usually just trains every 2-3 times a week. Vietnam have gave me an opportunity to become a professional player, so then I decided to join and sign up with Da Nang Dragon. My wife was pregnant, during 2016, so it was a hard decision for me to come in the first place. When I got back to Australia, my grandfather just passed away, and then 49 days later, my son was born. So it was like a big moment, and I did not want to leave my family. It was a hard decision, but at the same time, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I think I would never pick my family over anything else because I think family is number one. If my kids need me in any sort of way, I want to be there for them. As a father, father figure, I have to be there for them, regardless if my career is like fully established or not. After 2016, I was focusing more on training on myself, not basketball related, but more of CrossFit. Because then I wanted to do some sort of coaching in terms of strength and conditioning later on in my life. So within that 7 years, been doing a lot of learning in terms of fitness, spending time with families, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the last 7 years. Oh, he's like a little brother to me. Seeing him where he was back in 2016 to where he is now, I'm very proud of him. I'm actually really, really proud of him. What he has become today. That's the reason why when I met up with him in February, he's like, oh, you know what, there's a competition in October. We were having McDonald's late at night. He's like, you have to come back. So yeah, I think that's when he's like, okay, I'll think about it, just tell me when. So that's how it all happens. This is reminding me back of 2016 championship with Da Nang Dragon. We came third in our pool for VBC. So now we're at the bottom bracket. Now we're winning every single game, and now we're in the finals. It was a good moment. It was a different moment because I came back to play basketball for enjoyment. I wasn't here to prove myself. You know, I want to come here to see the local, how much they improve. I want to see all my friends that I play against, seeing them playing against on the same court 7 years. It's an amazing feeling. It was just more of a happier moment when I stepped on the court playing against my friends now. I remember visiting 98 basketball just a couple of days ago, and they're from the Da Nang team. And then he showed me a photo. He's a player. He showed me a photo. Two of them showed me a photo. It's back in 2016 when they were kids. They took a photo with me, and now seeing them become a basketball player, and they, because of some sort of inspiration by me, it was just an amazing feeling to see them. They're enjoying basketball and they're taking photos and they're knowing me. Like it was just a humble feeling. I'm grateful for that, and hopefully, I can push that towards other kids too in the future. Okay, for what's happening after VBC, I'm just gonna say it. I'm actually planning to move to Vietnam with my family next year. The question is when, I don't know, and what I'm gonna do here. I think I'm gonna focus more on how to help the community in terms of fitness, because there's so much things I learned in Australia, in the US, where Vietnam's behind in certain areas and aspects. You know, it can relate to any type of sports. You know, that's the reason why I want to come back to Vietnam, just to see how everyone's developing in terms of youth, in terms of strength, in terms of conditioning too. So I'm 34 now, and I feel healthy. Like I feel really healthy compared to back then. I feel more healthier, more stronger. So I'm not too sure about my chapter closing yet. I feel like I got more to give to the community. Maybe not to the game, but more towards kids and adults in terms of what I learned from Vietnam, what I learned from Australia. So if I can potentially bring that 5% of what I know and implement that into any sort of athletes in Vietnam, that's going to be amazing for me to feel like now I can bring the whole Vietnam sporting strength and conditioning up and help them improve in any sort of sport. So I think that is something that it's in the planning, and I'm pretty excited for that one.